What's going on, guys? It's your boy XQ420 here, and I want to welcome everybody back to another rendition of Twitter Tuesday. If it's your first time to the channel, do not hesitate. Hit that subscribe button. You will not regret it. This week, guys, we're gonna go with a J&J approach because, to be honest, I've got to be up an hour earlier for work tomorrow because we're changing over systems that we use to do our write-ups at work. So I got to go to sleep. I mean, it's just all there is to it. So we're only gonna have a 1 day's regiment. Morale has not improved. Morale is still at an all-time low. Uh, but we're gonna have to go with the 1 days for right now. We're gonna have to be what they call about 72% effective at the moment. All right. But what we're gonna kick off with first, I'm gonna have three things up here. What we're gonna kick off with first is that we're gonna give you an update. I like to give an update on colleges because that's where a whole lot of folks have laid down. All right, they've laid down everything. The students out there, we are creating a slave class as we speak, and they are fine with it. They are willingly giving up said freedoms. But right here, Harvard Business School moves classes online as they have breakthrough cases. Now, can we really call them breakthrough cases anymore? There's just too many folks who have been cleansed that are that are contracting said disease that should not be named. So is it really a breakthrough anymore? I mean, damn, Bo. I mean, the wall has been broken all the way through. Matter of fact, I don't even know if the wall was ever built. You know, they might have stopped building the wall. So I mean, breakthrough cases, quote unquote, soar despite 95% inoculation rate among students and staff. 95 percentile breakthrough cases, and they don't tell you whether they sick or not. They just know that they keep testing folks even though they've been cleansed. But then people come out and tell me, oh, we haven't tested enough. We're not doing enough testing. Maybe a rapid test. I'm like, bud, fuck your test, man. Man, we done tested into oblivion, man. I mean, we tested everything under the sun. Man, we testing goats and shit, man. We tested pieces of fruit. A piece of fruit came back positive. What we talking about, man? Come on now, a papaya, a goat. I seen somebody test some wine the other day. Shit said it was positive, man. It's like, damn, Bo. The coof in the wine, man. That's where it's at. The coof is there. So Harvard, they moved the classes to online. But take your ass to class. Don't the sacred cloth work? Does it work or does it not work? Ain't you forcing your students to wear said sacred cloth? To let everybody know how righteous they are? The righteous availeth much? Online classes. It's ridiculous, man. They won't let it go. And yet students keep laying out for it. So that's one thing right there. I want to move to the second thing, Stanford. A whole lot of folks inoculated out there too. If I'm correct, that's one of the places. Now, you could get a religious exemption, medical exemption, but they're few and far in between, all right? You about got to swing on somebody. And we even see in certain places, NBA, up there in New York City, they're starting to even nix that. That's what the that's one of the founding principles of America: freedom of religion. One of the founding principles. But at the moment, if you're not in a certain cult, if you're not part of that particular religion, you know, all other ones are moot at the moment. Okay, but right here, Stanford Recreation and Wellness. And Stanford pretty much universally cleansed, all right? They're righteous out there. They've been baptized in one of the Holy Trinity without a shadow of a doubt, all right? The majority of them. But right here, mask usage during basketball. Now, if you look up there, if you look at other college athletes, they don't have to mask up whenever they play. If you look at professional athletes, they don't have to mask up when they play. But a certain set of people have to do what they're told. Otherwise, there might be an issue. Even though we know you might have a little issue breathing with said sacred cloth on while you're doing strenuous activity. Let your boy know. But right here, it said, please help us keep the basketball courts open and wear your damn mask on the courts. Now, that includes keeping your nose and mouth covered, other than briefly drinking water. And that shit better be brief, too. I mean, don't let the drinking of the water linger for more than a couple of seconds. It better be a sip, and you better move on. If we see you taking a big gulp, if we see you take a drink, put your water back down, take a breath, then take another drink, oh no, that we'll have to shut down the damn courts because of that. But what the courts got to do with the sacred cloth? Come on now. It says if players do not abide, we will cancel open red basketball to be in compliance with our mask policy. And you know our policy is what matters, okay? We want to make sure we maintain control of all you folks that are cleansed. The cleansing's supposed to work. But they keep telling me that it don't quite work. It works, but everybody needs to take it, but you also need to be restricted as well. Since we understand that breathing heavily is uncomfortable in a mask, but we don't care about your comfort, we don't give a shit. Please adapt your intensity as needed. But you're playing to win. It's like, well, I'm gonna go with 30%, you know, so I'm not as intense. I want to decrease said intensity, all right, so I can breathe a little bit easier. Adapt your intensity. How about I adapt the foot in your ass? How about that? How about I stop paying tuition? How about that? How about 60-70% of the student body say, you know what? There ain't no problem. Let me look around and see what colleges ain't pushing out this tyranny, and I'll take my money there. How about that? Shut Stanford down. Fuck the place. You know what I'm saying? Shut the shit down. But ain't nobody gonna do that. Ain't nobody got enough balls, man. It said so. Adapt your intensity as needed, or play outside. What I mean, open rec basketball can be played inside. Y'all got courts outside? Let your boy know. I'm trying to figure the thing out. So, as we can see, morale hasn't improved at the colleges. There's still slaves out there, and they're still laid down. They are making the future slave class who will do whatever they're told, won't push back as long as they get just a touch of bread in circuses, a la football games, where they can go out there and frolic amongst the crowd, get drunk, and they feel good about it. You got to take whatever shot they want you to take, and then you got to go through restrictions. As long as you give me a little bread and circuses, I'm good. I'm good, Amasa. I'm good, Massa. I'll do whatever you say, Amasa. Slave class is what they damn making out there. So this is gonna wrap up the first thing we want to talk about on this Twitter Tuesday. Right now we're gonna move over to the next thing, and it's Joe Biden getting said booster shot. Okay, so as we see right here, Joe Biden has rolled up his sleeve, left arm. That's his preferred arm to get said inoculations in, I guess. So he's rolled up his sleeve for his booster shot to let everybody know this is how the righteous folks get this thing done. And he has a statement out here. A reporter asked him a question about what percentage of Americans need to be inoculated before we feel like we're almost there. Before we feel like we're almost there, and he gives us the answer. And so we're gonna let this footage roll out right now.
How many Americans need to be vaccinated for us to go back to normal? Like, what is the percentage of total vaccinations that have to be deployed?
Well, I think we get the vast majority, like is going on in some industries and some schools, 97, 98%. I think we're awful close. But I'm not the scientist. I think, but one thing for certain, a quarter of the country can't go unvaccinated, and let's not continue to have a problem.
Whoa, did you hear what he just said? 97 to 98%. Like some of these schools and businesses and stuff. Oh, you mean like what we just talked about a second ago? Those schools that are 95, 97, 99% cleansed, and yet they still have restrictions, sacred cloth, online classes, can't eat in the dining room. Are you talking about that? Is that what we're speaking about? As you're up there pushing out this noise and nonsense, get your boost game right. Oh, you best believe, bud. You best believe that right here shortly, they're going to be changing the language. Oh, yeah. You might not be cleansed until maybe you get said booster. Well, you used to be cleansed at one point in time, but now that we think about it, not so much. All right. It'd be like in Israel. They said every 6 months, Bo, you better come in and get your shot. Otherwise, your health pass, your green pass, it's no good to us, all right? We will spit upon it. You're now part of the uncleansed. I want folk to remember that. How many times you want to take this? It's new technology now. Now, I know folk, we've been researching it for all these years. Man, but stop, man. I've been researching it. This is the first time it's been pushed out on the public. And what do you know? The first time it's pushed out, it's going to be it's pushed out on a mass scale without all the trials being done. Come on now, y'all. Joe Biden up there parade 97 to 98%. That shit ain't happening. It just ain't happening unless they start sending folks around and start knocking people out, strapping them down, and jabbing them. And if it comes to that, both some folks might have some issues when they come around some people's house. That's all I got to say. They might run into an issue or two. All right, that might be more detrimental to said health. But we see this right here. Biden up here already done put it out there in public. 97 to 98%. Come on, man. But Fauci at one point in time said 50%. Then he moved his number up to 60 to 70%, maybe 80%. Now Biden talking about, oh, if we like the colleges, 97 to 98%. Oh, man, we'll really be able to knock this thing up, but a fourth of the country not taking it? Oh, we'll have to restrict until everybody's dead, until the world no longer exists, all right? Until, the meteor Bina. I think that's the one National Geographic said has a good chance of striking the Earth in 300 years. Well, not a great chance, but says it had the best chance out of any of them they seen. And somehow they got a picture of this rock 300 years away. I'm like, man, what is this, man? Y'all stop with the propaganda. Y'all ain't got no picture of no rock 300 years away. Come on, man. That's what I'm talking about. The rock 300 years away. It's going to take it 300 years. How they know this thing flying this way? Man, I know I went off on a tangent, but I had to. So this right here, he's got up there on live TV, C-SPAN, all these other news networks from CNN reported on it. Joyous occasion. Is this the first booster shot? No, it's not. We know it's not because we've already had over 1 million Americans, well over 1 million, take a third unauthorized dose. So, I mean, we already know this. So shit, bud. This ain't nothing new. Folk already been taking 3, 4, 5 shots. So get with the program, man. So this is the second thing that I want to talk about on this Twitter Tuesday. Now we're going to move into the last thing, and that is the piece of trash that is Governor Hochul now, or Hochul, like a sneeze, and her most recent tyrannical move that she's made against the healthcare workers in NYC. All right, so we're gonna take a look right here at a clip with Governor Hochul, and the nonsense she spit. Boy, let me tell you something right now. They went from a perv to a flat out person a woman from perv of a man to a woman who loves tyranny. All right. She bathes in tyranny, all right? And then tries to put God's name in it. It said, oh, man, isn't that one of the sins? Don't take the Lord's name in vain. I mean, put God, man, God will want you to take a vax. Man, what are you talking about? Man, I missed that one in the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? I missed out on that one, but maybe it was somewhere. Maybe it was in one of the hidden books, one of the forbidden books. It may have been one of those. So we're gonna let her come out here and talk about the healthcare workers because they're planning on giving them the axe. All right, they're wholeheartedly planning on giving them the axe. So we're gonna let her speak right now.
Today is a significant deadline. It reflects my priority to just stop this virus dead in its tracks. We are over it.
Well, let's stop this video dead in its tracks right then. Everybody who's claimed out and said they were going to stamp it out, they were going to stop it dead in its tracks, shit ain't happened. The only thing they've stopped dead in the tracks is you getting back any freedoms. They put pause on that thing and an indefinite pause. Go ahead and ask New Zealand about stopping stuff dead in its tracks. What are they right now? Locked down. Can't even get a bucket of KFC chicken if you go across the state lines. Bo, you've committed damn near treason out there if you go across the state line. Let's look at Australia. Bo, they trying to protect them from the virus by whooping that ass in the street. It's just like, dang, Bo, I didn't know an ass whooping was going to protect me from the coof. Shit, Bo, if we'd known that, we've been kicking ass all last year. Come on, man. You see this? I'm gonna stop it dead in its tracks. Boy, liars, man. Dang, Bo, the minute they said that, you're like, nope, turn it off. I mean, you lied right out the gate. Come on now.
Are done, we want to move on. And the only way we can do that is to ensure that everyone is vaccinated, but particularly individuals who are taking care of the people who are sick. My job number one in this state is to keep people safe. Clear, simple.
That ain't true. That ain't true at all. How you gonna do that? Are you out there patrolling the streets? That's what I want to know. Did you clap when they said, what was it, defund the said police? Let me know. I mean, were you clapping for that? How you gonna keep folks safe? Safety ain't reality. Folks drive every day. Folks take showers. You know you can slip and fall in the shower, hit your head on the back, or on the back of the tub. Shit, but I had a brain fart. The back of the tub, and damn, die right there instantly. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna keep everybody safe? McDonald's still open. KFC still open. Burger King still open. You can still buy booze. You can still smoke cigarettes. So how's your first priority safety? You let people get obese. You don't require anybody to work out. So how's your first priority safety? Let me your boy now.
There's no way to cloud that. There's no gray area. I need to keep people in this state safe. And we'll be nation leading with our mandate, which strikes at midnight tonight, when everyone is expected in a hospital in the state of New York or a healthcare facility to have been vaccinated. I will be signing an executive order to give me the emergency powers necessary to address the shortages where they occur.
Executive order and emergency powers. Man, but how long the emergency gonna last? Maybe we're a year and a half in. Folks still executive and emergency. It's like, and it's all for tyranny. For a lot of these people are all for tyranny. And so I want healthcare workers, y'all remember this. It wasn't that long ago. Folks were out there clapping for them. Oh, y'all so brave. Oh, thank you. Thank you for your service. Thank you for what you're doing. Putting yourself in harm's way to help people. Now this year, if you don't want to take this experimental jab, you about the biggest piece of shit there ever walked the earth. Ugh. How dare you call yourself a healthcare professional? They look upon you with scorn. They look upon you with disgust. Ugh. Spewed from the mouth, for it is lukewarm. I'm trying to tell you. So let's see what emergency power is going to be able to do.
Going to allow me to deploy the National Guard, who are medically trained, deploy people who've been retired, who may have had a license lapse, bring in people from elsewhere. That is not my first position, though, my friends. My desire is to have the people who've been out there continue to work in their jobs, work in them safely, and to all the other healthcare workers who are vaccinated, they also deserve to know that the people they're working with will not get them sick.
But you don't know that. But how can they get up here and just blatantly spread misinformation? Blatantly spread misinformation. We know from Rochelle Walensky what said inoculations can no longer do. Prevent you from contracting or spreading. Dumb bitch. Godly. I mean, Bud. And what's she gonna do? Oh, we gonna address the shortage by pulling people from other places, which would cause shortages in other places. People whose licenses lapsed and they retired. When the last time these folk worked? Come on, man. When the last time they worked? I even heard, seen one thing. They talking about getting stuff from overseas. People from overseas. I'm like, don't you know people from overseas are getting punted too? So which ones you gonna get? But I've never understood this. Oh, hospital workers are so overwhelmed. So we're gonna fire hospital workers. You know. And that'll really help us, you know, get more people, take care of more people. I'm like, that's how y'all approach a crisis? By firing people when you're already short of staff? Does that make any sense? It's never made any sense. Yet people are like, oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, that makes sense to me. No doubt. Makes perfect sense to me. That's the way I want to go. And if you don't and if you don't like that, what's wrong with you? It's like, bud, this is evil. As I've said before, I'll say it again. Y'all use it elsewhere. These woods breathe evil. This woman right here is a piece of shit. She is a demon, okay? She will cost lives, all right? By firing these workers, you will cost lives. You're not going to save anybody. You're not going to fucking find nobody. You don't just go out there and just swoop people up. Oh, National Guard, they're medically trained. Do what, man? Dang, man, we ain't talking about damn wrapping somebody's leg up when they get cut. I mean, come on, man. You just gonna pour them in there. So I guess the National Guard just be doing everything. They be driving buses. They be out there supposedly working on folks. How many National Guard we got? We got that many. We got that many National Guard. We just deploy them all over the United States. Let me know. They be out there teaching people. They be working in the restaurants. They be working at Costco's and all this other stuff because they been wanting to get clean. I mean, come on now. Dang, Bo. This stuff is stupid, man. And these folks right here, they loving every minute of it. Don't think they ain't, man. They loving this stuff. Bo, I mean, they moved Cuomo out and they got somebody who was worse than Cuomo. She's flat out evil. Cuomo was dumb and he said stupid stuff and he might have grabbed some butt cheeks, but hot damn, this woman right here is ruthless, all right? And was what Lindsay say on Rogue Wave? She said, watch women. Women are ruthless, all right? And that's what this woman is. And she has no problem stripping people of their livelihoods and costing people's lives by putting the hospital system in a catastrophe by firing healthcare workers when you were already short on them. My goodness. I want to know your thoughts on all this in the comment section below. Hope y'all enjoyed the one dose today. I released this midday. So, it was a little bit longer. So, I hope y'all enjoyed everything we talked about. Leave your comments on everything I talked about on this Twitter Tuesday. Like, share, subscribe. As always, check out both podcasts, Inside the Cube, Day Zero, Spreaker, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio. If you'd like to support the channel further, there are links in the description section below as well for that. As always, being boy HQ420. Catch you on the next one. Peace out.